Hey guys, we were having some
Hello.
issues just a second ago. Don't matter, we're here now. Thank you for joining us here in the Ladies Lounge, JT Ladies Lounge on Jetsonzradio DC. You have me, Jazz,
And T,
my
happy Halloween.
my favorite little devil. Oh my gosh, you guys, we had an amazing night last night. Like I was gonna ask her because usually I ask her like, "How was your weekend?" Because sometimes we do try to do stuff separate, but either way, we still end up together at some point. But last night was so damn epic, y'all. I can't even explain it. Like
Right.
I think I cried half of the morning. I know I cried all of last night on the way home. Like we have friends that we've been, through everything, but we finally got a chance to reunite last night, talk some big girl talk, have
Mm-hmm.
fun. You know what I'm saying? See each other in a different light than what we did when we were 19 and 20, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it felt so good because we old as hell now,
Right. Right.
So it was just amazing just to have them there and just to have that moment and that opportunity because a lot of times we don't get that chance. No, we don't get second chances in life. So I was so overwhelmed, y'all. I think I cried all last night and then all this morning. And then she was crying this morning when she called me and I was like, friend, oh my God, stop it. So it was just a big love fest, and that's how
Right.
you know it's real. When you can come back after years of being separated and feel like you never missed a beat. Jump into the conversation no matter how random. Because
Mm-hmm.
my conversations be random a lot.
Right.
So for it just to be regular, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
Like
really felt
you
good. It
expect
did.
you expect certain things from your friends. Like you expect me to just say whatever might pop in my head.
Right.
You expect you to laugh. You expect, everybody to do certain things. So
Mm-hmm.
everything was just how it was. But the thing is that we have each other and we are here now as adults. We are here now
Okay,
as
okay, okay. We're gonna get to the topic.
everything. But okay, because I'm about to cry.
So thank
All
you
right.
for that's why I said we're
Okay,
gonna get to
fine,
the topic. Thank you
whatever.
for joining us today in JT Ladies
And this
Lounge.
topic is hilarious.
And
Okay, it's
today is
not. It's really not funny.
Solution Sunday.
Solution Sunday, guy.
How are we going to figure this out together? How are you going to figure out with your partner if you are sexually frustrated?
How you gonna figure it
How
out? You
you,
know you sexually
no, I'm
frustrated.
saying how you, the solution. What is the solution
How
to
do
it?
you fix it?
What's the solution? Do you talk to your partner about it? Um, do you, lie to your partner and, you say the sex is great and it's really not? Do you communicate? What's the solution to being sexually pleased, sexually pleased. What's the solution to it? Do you just leave your partner? Is that a deal breaker for you? You know what I'm saying? Do you just leave your partner if the solution don't be solved? Do you communicate? Is you communicate. So what's the solution, guys? Today is Solution Sunday.
Solution Sunday. And the solution isn't always leaving your partner, even though you want to. But I just think that sexual frustration is a very serious topic. It's very deep.
Right.
Because, being sexually frustrated is just like one of them things that you know is wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but how do you fix it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What do you do to fix it? So we would like to hear your comments. We'd like to hear your thoughts. Please like, share, and comment on this video tonight, guys. We all know that if you have not experienced this,
Right.
what would you do if you were in a
Right.
situation?
Because I know I have. I was in a relationship before, and I was very sexually frustrated, and I couldn't tell. Like I mean, honestly, I was much younger, and I didn't want to hurt the person feeling, but I chose to still deal with that person because I
Uh-huh.
liked them, as a person. You know what I'm saying? I understand that sex
Yeah.
is definitely an
That's so
important
sweet.
part of the relationship. I totally agree that it is important.
Yeah.
But I guess I looked so beyond that because I liked the person.
Yeah,
You
I
know what
like
I'm
people
saying?
too, but if I'm sexually frustrated, I feel obligated to tell you.
Right, but I like I said at that time in my life I just
Being
didn't
young.
I didn't and I'm not gonna just say being young because I wasn't that young. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
wasn't that young to not know, that I was not getting pleased. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I guess like I said, as you encounter and you have, different sexual partners, You know what I'm saying? You start to
Your pleasure
you
is
realize
different.
you like, whoa, I'm
You what?
yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and I didn't want to hurt the person's feelings.
That's awesome.
So I just
Feelings
left it
matter.
alone.
But when you're sexually frustrated, there is a way, a time, and a place to do everything. Like you don't have to be like, yo, you whack. Like
Right,
you gotta.
right.
You don't have to say it, but I probably do. If I was in a situation,
Right, right.
I'm probably gonna be like no holds barred because listen.
No, like I said, I agree. I totally agree. But like, I
and
just did not want to.
you didn't want to hurt
that
that person's feelings. But honestly, I think if a person knows they're not pleasing, no, I think they already know they're not pleasing you sexually a lot of times.
But if
and they so used to doing what they do that they do it, and they can tell by the look on your face, like you already know.
But they might not know, and that will be going to now. We're gonna read some of y'all comments, so thank you for joining.
Yes,
but they might not know because now you faking. You get what I'm saying? If you faking and you know, you doing all the moaning and you doing all the squeezing and all that, they thinking they doing the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, like I told y'all, this is gonna be raw, no holds barred. Say what you say because we are all grown. You know what I'm saying? We are all grown. So if they're having partners that are faking, they may not know if they're not told.
I agree.
And everybody is pleased different. Where I wasn't pleased, maybe the next female was.
Right. That's probably where you should be.
You know what I'm saying?
With the next female. I do understand all, emotional. Like, you be trying to protect people's pride and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No. Because the thing is, I guess because sex is not everything, but sex for me plays such a major part. And
it does.
I don't have time to waste. I'm not 19 and I'm not 20. And even when I was that age, I was probably a lot more rawer saying that I'm not, like, listen, this just not.
Right.
Or even if I don't, a lot of times I won't say anything.
Right,
but I just won't
go back. Sometimes that's sometimes you might not go back. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for joining everybody.
Thank y'all all for joining us.
Some comments.
Yes.
Hey, Kenya said, hey, ladies. Hey, Kenya.
Hey, Kenya. What's going on?
Said, hey, ladies, I'm so loving the puff.
Yes, girl. I just bought it today.
Ali said, when I'm going hell, when I'm going, he'll know it was because he wasn't hitting it right.
I ain't mad at you, girl.
And that's
when you going with no contact.
And that's what I said. For the most part, it's like either you don't, go back, or you may, probably keep giving chances to see if it's gonna get better. Sometimes, sometimes people do that.
I've done that.
But that's why I said sometimes you might say, okay, maybe the first time he was nervous. Or it didn't happen the right way. We wasn't in the right environment.
Yeah, I've done that. And you give them a second chance, but it's still gonna be whacked the second time. That's what I've encountered.
Okay.
Like it's still gonna be whacked the second time. So the second time I'm scratching my head like, so you already know I'm not gonna call you back, right?
Right.
And I know my face is gonna say it. Go ahead, read the rest of the comments.
Elaine said, no, you talk about it because if you don't, other issues come about like cheating. And you are 100% right. I agree. Definitely. Ali said she gone.
Deuces. Hey, I'm mad at you, girl.
Randy said, little porn don't hurt nobody if she needs some pointers. And you know what? But that's true too.
Whatever it takes.
To me, watching porn is not meaning that you're sexually frustrated. You can watch porn with your partner. Do it. You know what I'm saying? You learn some tricks. Regardless of what you're reading for watching it. You know what I'm saying?
Learn some tricks.
It's ways to enhance and spice up your sex life if you are sexually frustrated. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, but you have to talk to the person. That you definitely have to talk to the person. What are you looking at me? Like, this girl is silly. At least I pay my taxes. I obey the law. I deserve good sex. True.
High five, sister.
But sometimes we can't always look at the guy.
It might be us.
Sometimes even the female guys also get sexually frustrated because maybe the female not doing nothing, doing something not please them.
And a lot of times, like, you have to think about situations. You know, sometimes you may have a lot on your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you may just already not feel like having sex.
Stressed out. Yeah,
You
it's a lot of
stressed, just
things.
your stomach hurt, you got a headache, whatever the
Or it
case
can
may
even be
be.
medically. But that's when you go seek help.
And that's when you go to the doctor.
Yeah, seek
Like,
help.
don't just let it be medical and you just be like, yo, I can't make it
Perform,
happen.
right.
No. You need to carry your doctor slip on you at all.
Thank you,
I'm just playing
Kenya, for loving
everybody.
the show. Thank you. Randy said, yeah, no hurting feelings. That ain't cool. And you know what, Randy, like Jazz said earlier, is depending on how you say it. It's a time and a place. You know, you don't just, I don't know. Everybody's different. You know, you got somebody that might say, bro, get off me. This is not right. You know,
I've done that.
Yo, get up. You ain't doing
I've
it
done
right.
that. I've done that, yes.
And that will hurt somebody's feelings
Well,
versus
listen, you should have brought your ass up here if you already knew.
versus continuing on and then probably talk about it. But let me tell you one thing that I do hate that a guy does. And I ain't even just say that, like, if you can't, I know we talk during sex. You know, that's another way to please,
Shut your ass up during sex.
No.
I don't want to hear your magic door.
But that's what some people do. They
Okay,
talk.
you're right.
But I hate when guys be like, is it good? Is it good? And like I said, when me experience having sexual frustration, don't ask me, is it good? Because
you don't want that answer.
Right. So stop doing that. Stop saying, is it good? Is it good? Is it good? But anyway, we're going to read some more of the comments. But let us know, like, what are your pointers to, enhance or spice your sex life? Or are you right now in a relationship? Sexually frustrated with your partner or partners?
Hey.
I mean, because
of your frustration, you may be seeking that fulfillment.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And thank you all for joining us tonight in JT Ladies Lounge. Honestly, make sure you like, comment, and share this video because I am so interested to hear what you all have to say.
Right, because even with the definition of it,
sexually frustrated.
Yes, it's a person who is generally stressed out or frustrated due to either lack of sex.
Sexual encounters are due to bad sex.
Right, so you could be getting lack of sex.
Yeah.
If, let's just say, you could be in a relationship still getting lack of sex, or you could be single. You might hit them people up here and there and nobody's available. Yeah. And you're like, dang, I can't get in contact with nobody. Everybody doing stuff. So what's the next thing you do? You please yourself. If you got to put that porn on or if you got to masturbate, do it. I mean, you have to actually sometimes please yourself as well.
And honestly, sometimes that's better off.
And even if you are having good sex in your life, it's still nothing wrong with pleasing yourself. Because sometimes you get that urge. You like, I feel like I just need to let loose. And you do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. Now, like I said, that don't mean that you're not getting good sex, but we get that urge sometimes as men and women. You like, whoo. You know what I'm saying? So you go do your thing. I'm serious. Please yourself as well as getting pleased by your partner.
Whatever it takes.
Ali said, "Oh, please." I told the man he had the penis the size of a 3-year-old. Wow.
Love it. And but he came through like he was that.
And what did he say? What was his reaction? Did he ever? Let me ask you this: did he say to you that was the first time he heard that, or was it something that he was like blaming it on you?
But yeah, that's
one of the things.
God, that is so funny.
We're gonna read. So funny. That's one of the things where it was saying, which we're gonna read. Signs to help tell your partner if you're sexually frustrated. How to tell your partner.
How to tell your partner.
And one of them said, "Stop blaming each other." It did. Like, don't blame this person. You got to take your part too. So, but Ali, what did he like? What was his reaction?
And we got Randy. He said it could have been an off night. Damn, jumper was off. Don't do that. We said frustrated. We're not saying off night. We understand everybody has an off night, an off moment. We said frustrated, so that means that's been more than one night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Randy
that's
said,
not it.
You women are cold-blooded. Shaking my head. No, but men are too, Randy. That's the thing. Men are too. Because again, as female, we have to also continue to please our partners. You know what I'm saying? And find different ways to keep that spice up. Now, if they're not telling us, or telling you you're not pleasing them, then you think you're doing a good
Yeah,
job. You know what I'm
yeah. And
saying?
it's all about communication. Because
Right.
if I tell you, listen, you probably don't need to do that anymore. Don't keep doing that. That's why.
Right,
You
right,
know
right,
what I'm
right, right.
saying? It's me telling you, like, either stop doing it or else, buddy.
Right. Because you and even when talking about sexual frustration, it can be so much
Randy
because
said paper cuts hurt.
because you have it to where
Wow, I can't do
you
it.
have it where you might be good at this
Yeah,
part of sex, but not
yeah,
good with that.
exactly.
You know, you might,
Mhm.
can, eat it good, but you
You
might
might
can't.
got that baby pee pee.
Right. So, sometimes people do weigh options with that too.
And that's what's important. Like if you can't, to me, if you can't compensate in one way, you have to compensate in another. Even if the little baby PP might have been working for the first 30 chicks, and then you meet one and she telling you like, listen, they've been lying to you. This is why chicks not calling you back. This is why X, Y, and Z is happening. And you may not realize it, but then when you sit back to yourself and you're like, dang, I really like that chick. She ain't calling me back. That's why. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right,
what
right.
you always have to do is keep your skills. You have to understand, number one, you got a baby BP because you pee every day and you look at it every day. And if it's not like no bigger than nothing,
Right,
you
right,
know
right,
what
right.
you got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's important for you have to get your skills up in another way. And that's just like women that may have extra stretch.
Right,
You
right,
know what
right.
I'm saying?
Because
You
sometimes,
already know you stretch
because
Armstrong. You
sometimes
just
it
have to
ain't
do
right.
something. You got to keep your skills
Because
up.
sometimes it ain't even. I mean, the size matters. Don't get me wrong, it does. But sometimes it ain't even just about the size. You got to be able to know what you can do with what
The
you got. You
size.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Exactly,
that
exactly.
little Randy said paper cuts
Right.
hurt. Them little 3 inches might be working life, but
Kenya said, "I'm sexually frustrated." Wow. So Kenya,
let's talk about
right?
it.
Talk about it. Like, did you communicate with your partner about it, or was it that you just haven't? Even if you're having lack of sex, you also can be frustrated. But
Hmm.
are you? Did you communicate with your partner
Well, I
about
mean,
it?
if you have a partner,
Yeah, if
you
you
know what I'm
have, because
saying.
like I said,
Sometimes,
even if again you're sexually frustrated, maybe because you're not getting enough for sex. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, what did you have to tell your partner,
And
Kenya,
what
if
did
it
you
was,
say?
and what
If
did
you
you
did,
say?
like, how do you say that? Elaine said the thing that men need to understand that what one woman enjoy, the next isn't going to. And if she is frustrated sexually, then he should know how to read her body or allow her body to talk to him so that he knows how to satisfy her. Come through, boo.
That's
Yes.
true. That's true.
You know
You
what I'm
gotta get.
saying?
You gotta
You
take
gotta
the
know your
time.
partner.
You gotta take the time to get to know your partner, because everybody is not pleased the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's not. Tracy said, "No rules in the bedroom with your partner. Discuss it and do it." Yeah, and practice. Practice makes
Makes
perfect. You
perfect.
gotta keep practicing.
You got to practice till your practice is perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect, girl.
Right, right.
Because the thing is that I mean, we not, inexperienced right here. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
And I'm not
mhm,
talking about the audience, maybe y'all virgins or whatever.
mhm.
But right here, we are experienced. So therefore, we understand the fact of, okay, so maybe that didn't work. So let me try something else. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So
right,
even
right.
if it does boil down to, well, let's watch porn. Let's watch other people figure this out so
Right,
maybe we can
right,
figure this out. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right,
Because porn doesn't always mean filth and nasty. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Sometimes it
True.
can be.
Make your own videos. Make your own videos and watch it.
You can't make your own videos no more because people
Yes,
be
you
posting
can.
it.
On your phone.
Like when you get hacked.
No, with your. That's what I'm saying. Not just
I said
saying.
hacked.
No, you could on your phone, your camera, just record it. Shoot, just for the moment, make it fun. I ain't talking about with any old body. I'm talking about your partner, somebody you trust.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Not just random. You meet somebody, or you
Let's
having a
make
one
a
night
video.
stand, something like that, and you like, let's make it. I'm talking about with your partner. Record it. Watch yourself sometimes, but. Like I said, you find ways. If you want to please that person, if
You
you
gonna
want to
make it
please that
happen.
person,
Yeah.
or even again, if you want to continue dealing with that person and
Hmm.
sex is not a deal breaker for you, communicate and find ways. Hopefully your partner will understand. You know what I'm saying? Now that's once you put it out there, hopefully your partner will understand.
Whatever. You don't gotta understand. If it's whack and your partner communicates to you that you're not pleasing me, if you don't understand you're not pleasing me, if you don't understand the fact that I'm telling you because I care enough about what we have, and I want this to go further. And I'm telling you flat out, I'm not pleased because you are whack. Oh, probably not like that. See, that's probably why.
But see, that's the thing. But Jazz, but that's what I'm saying. Bro, Jazz will. That's the thing. Jazz will say something like that. Me, on the other hand, like I said,
at this point,
I didn't want to hurt the person.
Like by this point, I'm stressed out. I'm done. I'm done. I've already let you know in small increments that you're whack.
Right.
So now when I come to you and say, "Listen, honey, maybe you need to hear this out of my mouth." Oh, Jesus. Okay. So you whack. But then when you turn around and be like,
it's just you.
Well, the ratio has said nobody else told me that. Well, maybe it may just be me, but you still whack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No matter how you cut it.
Right.
But the thing is that when you say that to your partner and they don't swap me like, oh shit.
Right.
You know, I'm not pleasing the person that I'm with right now because this is who I care about.
Mm-hmm.
And they take it and they decide that they want to leave because they're not pleasing you sexually. Now, everything can be perfect, but when you get honest about that sexual element, people don't like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's an ego bruiser.
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, as adults, we have to be honest with ourselves and be like, well, maybe it is cut down from 12 minutes to 4.
Right.
You know?
Because as a woman, it ain't just putting your penis in her vagina and pumping back and forth. Definitely not. With us, it's definitely mental. You know, not to say what men is not. I'm not a man, so I
and
don't
not
know.
to say with all women that it is mental too, because a lot of women nowadays that I found out, a lot of women nowadays just like the friction. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I know for me, it's all encompassing.
Yeah.
Like sex is an art to me.
Right.
Honey, you here to perform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we about to have a show.
Right.
And if not, then please don't ask me how is the sex during sex because I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be looking at you like, bruh.
Right.
Like. Oh.
I know. Kenya said, I know when the time is right, he going to be in trouble. I know that's right. But Kenya, you know what? Honestly, for real, like I said earlier, find ways to please yourself until that time come. I mean, I'm serious. Some females probably don't feel right with masturbating.
And let me tell you.
I mean, even if not masturbating, I mean, if you got to add, you know, a toy. You know, please yourself.
Whatever it takes.
You know.
But I'm going to tell you something that I read on here, and it says sometimes that can be overdone. And I completely agree because masturbating.
Oh,
and I'm going to tell you why. And it's crazy because I never thought of it in this context, and I swear I'm going to get just a little tinge of biblical. Mm-hmm. Please don't judge me because I may be all the way wrong, but this is how I interpreted the situation. When I read in the Bible that masturbating was I ain't gonna say against the law, but it was not something that's highly favored because that is a sensation that you're supposed to say for your spouse, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking like, okay, but because we didn't say before our spouse and now we're in a situation and we're alone, are we supposed to not feel that release anymore? Right? Right? So I'm thinking, but then I also learned that when you get used to a certain sensation in your body that isn't generated by the opposite sex. I ain't gonna say generated by the opposite sex.
Just with your partner.
Yeah, just with a partner. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? When you get used to that rub or however you get yourself off, the person that you want to be with can't please you because they're not used to your body being like that.
Right. Wow.
And that's why that's why when Randy said it can be overdone, I was like, you're right, because I realized that if you're a woman and you rubbing your life away, you know what I'm saying? You can get used to that rub, and your partner comes with a penis that isn't necessarily rubbing your life away.
Right, but it's not giving you that same
sensation. And it can be big and it can be hard and all those wonderful things that come with penis, but it's not giving you that same sensation, so it's gonna seem whack.
Right.
You know? So that's scary.
Right. Didi said, I'm so hurt. Why you hurt?
I don't know, boo. Don't be hurt.
Ali said he knew his thing was small. Okay, so he knew it was. So what you basically telling him?
You just confirming what he already knew. And see, the thing is that when you let them know that you know too, like, listen, but since he knew his pee-pee was small, he should have had another A game. Like that mouthpiece should have been ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? To where he could have been like, yeah, my pee-pee's small, but I got that game though. You know? Mm-hmm. So maybe. But also, too, it's a lot of people that don't have sexual things where they compensate with other things like material, like money, like they know they whack, so they gotta compensate with something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Kendra said that has to do with imbalance of hormones. As far as what, when you when you're not getting sexually pleased.
Yeah, and it's fine that you have a hormonal imbalance. That's not an issue. Take your ass to the doctor,
right,
and be able to tell me that something's wrong with your level, so I can better understand. Versus you got me all in a position where I'm ready to do what I do.
Right.
And you come through, and you know you act, but you come through like you that dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not what it should be.
Right.
Because you wasn't real with yourself. You wanted to pretend like this is not happening. But you know it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's for men and women.
Right, exactly. Randy said, yes, Jazz, the what? The dopamine levels? Okay, the dopamine levels, I believe, is messed up now. Yeah.
And it can be, you know, because when you're used to pleasing yourself,
right,
that's when, you know, things do get a little confused in your body. But guess what? You're used to pleasing yourself because nobody is doing the job.
Right, but then, but it ain't nothing wrong with pleasing yourself neither.
It ain't, no, because you gotta do what you gotta do in the meantime if that's what you feel like doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it can be confused. And Ali said the sex with Lil D Bandit was fine. I told him his D was small because he tried to play me.
Okay, got you. Right. Cause yeah.
Be like, but by the way though, but I just want you to know though, like, stop it. And then Randy said, and men constantly masturbate makes it difficult to actually perform when the time is when it's time to actually perform. You're right. And that's just, I think that's what women too. Like if a woman to get used to masturbating, that's what we know. So when it's time to actually enjoy the penis, it's going to be difficult because the penis ain't doing the whole whatever the fingers do or whatever toy you're using do. Because you got to understand these toys right now are advanced. They got bees and they rolling and rotating. They got the little everything. Like, toys is that life. But when you go back to try to deal with a regular man and he ain't got them pearls and he ain't rotating and vibrating, it's kind of like, so I do really like sex, but you know. So things get strange. You know what I'm saying? And then if the libido is low, like I said, sexual frustration happens, Kendra. Everything happens because honestly, now y'all, we old as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now we old, just to be, you know, quite clear, and things are going to change with us. You know, as women, things are going to change. As men, things are going to change. But I would rather go to the doctor and be like, so, you know, doctor had said X, Y, and Z, than to set you up.
Right.
Than to set me up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because with the world of social media, you just never know what's going to be online. And I would rather let you know up front, listen, I ain't, you know, I like sex, but I ain't really about that life. I got about 3 minutes. Or what, you know what I'm saying? Just to be honest.
Right. Kenya says sometimes pleasing yourself is good, but you want the flesh feeling sometimes something too. Sometimes too. Which is definitely. Yeah. Because once you done please yourself, now you know mentally you like, oh, I want the the realness.
I want that
you know
contact, that body
you want
to
that
body.
Realness. Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but the thing is that when you want it and it's not readily available, or what's readily available no longer tantalizes those senses, you know, it's like you have to make a decision. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and deal with this.
Right. So let me ask y'all: is that a deal breaker for y'all? You know, for the audience, like, would anybody, if you and your partner, but see, I guess because you and your partner have sex, right? Because before you probably, really partners, people just, they have sex. That's how you get to know your partner. You know your partner. Like,
that's how you get to know if your partner is your partner, or just just one of them things you erase from your mind.
Yeah, like, is that a deal breaker? Pretty much, is it a deal breaker if somebody's sex is whack off the break? Are you just leaving them alone? You know what I'm saying? Or will you give them another chance to see if it get better?
Yes, that's a good question, friend. Audience, come on, everybody.
Is that a deal breaker?
Kendra, Tracy, Ali, I think I already know your answer. Elaine, let us know. Dinah, come on, let us know. Is that y'all deal breakers? Dee Dee, Let us know, Keisha. Let us know if that's your deal breaker.
Oh yeah, and you know what? It said that
If sex
too.
is what?
Elaine said, "I know my frustrations come from my drive being high as hell, and I can't find someone that meets my drive." That was another thing. It did say that your
Girl,
partner.
yes, you can.
It said
Girl.
that your partner might have a higher sex drive than you, so that also can be, sexual frustration. Why are you looking at me? But I'm just saying that's true though. Because if your partner likes to have sex all the time, and I don't know, 7 days a week, 25, we know that's impossible. You really can't because you have other stuff to do. But if your partner, probably that partner that likes to have sex pretty much every day, and you probably not meeting that, you know what I'm saying? What do you do? Do you just still have sex with your partner every day to please them? You know what I'm saying? Or do you say, "Oh boy, like I'm tired, this and this."
Why is you still
That's
humping
right.
me?
You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta find different ways to please your partner if their sex drive is,
If
a
you
little
got
higher than
if you got
yours.
a partner with a high sex drive and yours is low, that probably sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like it's probably really, really hard to find a middle ground.
Right, right.
It really is because you got to think about it. I mean, being adults, we can't just always be on our backs. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
honestly, you can't. But I think it's important to, if when they do it, if you have a high sex drive, if when you do it, you knock that shit out the park. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have a high sex drive, but then you'd be like, okay, well, I did have like to do it every day,
Right,
but
right.
now about 3 days a week I'm
Right,
doing
right,
it. You
right,
know what I'm
right,
saying? If you
right.
just do what you do and do it to the best of your ability and stop acting like it's not. Stop acting like your lack of satisfying your partner is not a big deal.
I mean, it is. Like
If
Elaine
you
said
get soft,
earlier.
you rub that joint out for your partner.
Right,
Eat
right,
that. Do what you got to do to make sure your partner is feeling pleased or
right,
fulfilled. Because
right.
guess what? Your partner may love to have sex every day, but if they love you and they love what you do for them, it's
Hmm.
not gonna matter if it's every day or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what too?
You got to
Another
be a
thing,
boss
you
about what
got to
you
do it
do.
in return. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah,
a two-way street.
I heard.
It really is a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing everything to your partner and then they not doing nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? That's you can't do that.
Um,
Randy said not a deal breaker, but it depends. Tracy said communication is the key to work it out. Closed mouth don't get fed. Yep.
that's the problem. Mouths be closed, but your penis be whacked.
Mhm.
So the thing is, you need to open your mouth, extend your jaw, and get to it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Do what you need to do to
Mhm.
please your partner if your partner means anything to you.
Mhm.
I'm not just saying go out and eat every box.
Mhm.
But if your partner means anything to you, sometimes you have to substitute
Yeah.
the things that you say you don't do.
Right, because I have heard females say, I don't, I don't suck penis, or I don't do this, I don't do that, and it's like certain things. It's like if you're trying to please your partner and you know what they like, you just gotta, like I said, do it. Learn. You might feel you might not be good at it, but have your partner teach you. Ask him or her, what do you like? How do you want me to please you? And I'm gonna give y'all a story. I'm gonna give y'all a story before we end the show. That's something I experienced and I had to learn with my fiance. So I'm gonna give y'all a little story.
Eileen said, "What makes the cootie trash, girl? When that shit smell
Okay.
like trash."
Right. So fellas, like give us some feedback. Like, how is it that a female cannot sexually please you? Just hearing men talk, you know what
When
I'm
it's
saying?
wide as all outside.
No, I'm about to say if you don't suck the D. A lot of guys I have heard say that would be a deal breaker. You telling me you don't suck? I mean, who? You know what I'm saying? Why you looking at me?
I hear what you're saying.
Like, what you mean? And then if a guy say I don't eat, the box. What you mean you don't eat the box? No, I don't eat everybody. No, okay, I get that. No, you ain't gonna eat everybody's box, and no, you ain't gonna suck everybody's D. I get that. But we talking about if you with your partner, you in your relationship, or you even, that's you do that. What you laughing at? No, I'm serious.
Because
Nowadays,
I'm reading some of the
what you talk
comments.
about? I don't eat. We don't eat what? You know what I'm saying? But then,
You here for what?
right? But then it could be reason. My reason would be why. Don't tell me just because you don't. It got to be a reason why. Is it because female told you that you were whack? You know what I'm saying? Or you had a bad experience with doing it.
Because you whack, you need to do it.
You know, it could be maybe you had a bad experience
Yeah.
and you just don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, we all grown now. Damn near for
80.
me, pushing 40. You know what I'm saying?
Right here.
Um,
You know, it's just one of those things to where it's like we all have our hang-ups, right? And because we're grown, we have the things that we do that we're used to, that we don't do, that we shouldn't have done, or all that shit. But now when you in a relationship and you have a partner, it's time. Listen, boo, we don't got that to do. You know you whack, so you need to get your mouth right.
Oh, no, wait. Randy said,
If it's nappy on her head.
No, looks ugly. Oh, excuse me. Looks ugly and no smells bad. Not happening. And it said even look ugly.
Friend, scroll down. He a mess. But you know, it's so many things that make the box garbage. You know what I'm saying? Outside of maintenance reasons. You know, I've listened to men talk and they told me like they got to damn near fold a girl in a figure 8 to make it fit because you know everything and everybody done been in there and she's not hiding the fact that she enjoys sex. But her body says you enjoy sex. Like shit, there's no walls.
Right.
You know? So it's a couple things that make sex trash with
Randy
a woman.
said Dad always said if it's nappy on her head, the next nap would be spraying her legs. Randy, you is
You probably live with him right now. But
Tracy said pleasure comes by getting your woman off. Yes. Definitely. And you know what? From you saying that, Tracy, sometimes when you have sex with your partner, or sometimes you're that person that you more of the giver, where you more get pleased, like Tracy said, with seeing your partner pleased.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that can be the case too. You know what I'm saying? You get off that way with seeing your partner being pleased. Like you don't worry, I don't use the word care, but you know, it's not about you, it's about your partner.
But I mean, you are being pleased by pleasing your partner.
Right,
like
exactly.
Sometimes that's just like giving a good gift. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about the receiver, you know, that's what makes you happy. Some people.
Ali said you better modify your diet to include my box. I know that's right.
Yes, boo.
Trust me, I know that's right. And two, and again, to not be sexually frustrated with that, you gotta know. Practice makes perfect. It ain't about just getting down there and licking. It's not. It's not. You know, it's not just about putting your tongue on it.
Watch porn if you don't know what you're doing. You gotta. It's an art to everything. Trust me, it's an art. That's why I say for me, sex is an art. Like.
Yeah.
You know, it's an art because if you come to me, you're gonna frustrate me, and I'm gonna tell you that you're frustrating me, but it may not translate the way that it probably should.
Right.
But just understand that sex it's an art form. You know what I'm saying? It's hey, we both here, we both doing what the hell we need to do, and you need to make me want to come back. You know, because if I don't want to come back, then don't be mad when your phone calls don't get answered. Just understand that you didn't do what you were supposed to do while you was here, while you had the opportunity.
Right. Randy said, yes, wide open cootie is horrible. And yes, if she doesn't give oral, then neither do I. I can turn vegan as well. Yeah, like I said, it goes both ways. It really do. You gotta please each other to keep it going. You know, and when you please, you don't have to. You're not even thinking about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And like earlier, Elaine was saying that can cause cheating. Now, if somebody is getting pleased in the bedroom and still go out and cheat, it's probably something else within the relationship.
Emotional.
You know what I'm saying? Emotional,
it's
maybe.
Always something.
It's something, you know. So, but we do know that not having that good bedroom sex is definitely a factor of cheating. I really believe that. I really did. Is it right? No, but I'm telling you, it does play a factor. So please, your partner, talk to them, communicate. And like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all the story real quick. Ali said because I like meat. When me and my fiance first started dating, right? You know, we would kiss and everything and like that. And this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying to communicate. When you got to communicate with your partner, and he will tell me, and I will tell him too. So that's the good thing. He told me, which I have never heard, but he said he didn't like the way that I kissed him. And I'm like, I've never heard that before. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, how do you like to be kissed? You know what I'm saying? We even kissing can be, is a sexual thing.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about a peck on the cheek, good night, I see, good night, I'll see you later. That plays a part of, sexual too. So I was like, what do you mean? I don't kiss you right. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
now that, I look back on it, I'm glad he told me that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
at least now you know.
Him telling me that was like, I want to learn to kiss you the way you want me to kiss you. You know what I'm saying? And again, thinking that you just putting, your tongue in your mouth and you moving it over, moving your tongue around. You
make
might think
kissing sound so nasty.
No, I'm sorry. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Just put your tongue in their mouth and it's moving around.
No, but I'm just saying. Like I said, when it comes to eating and, sucking penis, you got to know how to do it. And your partner have to tell you. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn how he wanted to be kissed by me. And I'm glad that he told me that. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the thing. You can appreciate when someone is telling you. You can communicate, like Lane said, you can communicate with your partner when shit's not right.
Right.
But the thing is that if your partner is open to that communication, because like I said, it's an ego blow.
Right.
Like, listen, you ain't the first person I kissed.
Right.
Ain't nobody had no problems with my kissing.
Right. Exactly.
You can feel like that, but you can also feel like, you know what, ain't nobody had no problems with my kissing, but they're not my fiance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you need me to kiss you. You need me to please you this way.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm going to do for you because I love you.
Right.
So I completely understand that.
Exactly. Tracy said, don't be afraid to ask questions with your partner. Lose your ego. Don't lie. If you like something, say it. If you don't say it, communicate. Communication is the key. And Tracy, I'm telling you, it really, really, really is. You have to communicate, and your partner have to, again, like you said, let that ego go and be willing to listen and learn.
Yeah.
Kalia said, I believe sexual chemistry plays a very important part. Yes, it does. It does. Like, and if you still even have that, like with your partner, or you find that with somebody, that is deep.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's one of those lost arts because no, it's not a lost art, but it's very superficial now. It's not about connecting,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's just about he look like he can please me,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's important to have that connection, but also understand that it goes more than you pleasing me for that moment.
Right,
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
So look, we found a few ways to handle sexual frustration with your partner. Pretty much, I know we all know, we discussed it, but just here go some little tips. And pretty much we all covered it here in this section, just talking and communicating with y'all.
Yeah.
It said you need to look at what's going on. Yeah. Pause, take a step back, and
realize may not
the
be
problem. You know what I'm saying? Realize the problem.
Because a lot of times I thought I was in positions where I thought because my drive was so high, it was a turn off to some people.
Right.
And I also know that sometimes my stress levels can affect my drive, which may, you know what I'm saying, which may be a turn off as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, you may be asleep and, I'm rubbing on you and you like, oh my God, girl.
Right.
So it's just, it's just about looking at the bigger picture. You got to look and pay attention.
Your relationship has to become number one, definitely. And again, that's with the communicate and look at what's going on, and then you got to put your relationship first. Talk to your partner. We said that the whole time. Communicate. Communication is the key. Communication is the key. Focus on intimacy. Right. And you know what? That is so true because it's not just the sex. Because before you have sex, you have to,
it's kind of like foreplay, but you got to build up.
Yeah, you gotta build up for it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, because do you build up if you have a one night stand?
No. What I'm saying as far as partner wise. No. Yeah. But shoot, that one night stand thing is a build up. That's how you wind up having that one night stand because you had that build up. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But you got to be intimate with your partner too. It's not just about putting the penis in the vagina. Definitely not just about that. and giving like a couple of strokes and then it's over. I mean, sometimes that's what it is about. If that's what you do in your life or that's what your relationship is, that might work for you.
Nobody judge.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, for the most part, you gotta have that intimacy, to make
and a relationship.
Right,
We
you
talk
have
about
to have
relationship
that.
status stuff.
Do masturbate, which we said. You know, do masturbate.
Oh, hell the vibrator.
It say don't forget the sex toys. Some people enjoy it in their bedroom, some people don't. You know, again, if you are using sex toys in your relationship, that don't mean you're sexually frustrated. You're just spicing it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're just adding more enhancement
to what's already good,
what's already there,
or what may not be good, what may already be whack. So now maybe you just add in, you know, a little bit more to make things a little bit different.
Right. So yeah. So my thing is, use the toys. If you don't, that'll mean you know what, you don't use toys. To each his own.
Whatever,
you know what I'm saying?
Whatever it takes. Add whatever you need to add to make your situation better.
There will be times you'll be sexually frustrated. And I
Getting
guess
older,
getting
older, because guess what? It's a thing called life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody changes. Everybody's body changes.
Right.
Women, I think women change. What is it? Every 5 years. Like we go through hormonal changes quite often, and I think as we get older, we go through them a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So things may change. I may be ready. I may be, you know, I may have a high sex drive at 30, 35. My sex drive may slow down. 36, I may not even want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's important to realize too, that sex drives do change.
Right.
And it don't always have to mean that person is cheating.
Right.
Or it don't always have to mean that there's an issue with that person. It just may be life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just
and it does say that it can be mental, social, you know, spiritual.
Yeah.
Mental, you know, it be stressed at work. The kids, that's a lot of, you know, you got newborn babies, you know what I'm saying?
Or old kids.
Even sometimes with women, and when I just said about pregnancy, like you got babies, you busy, you know, running this kid here, picking up this kid. Even as women, our bodies, sometimes we have insecurities of our bodies too. You know what I'm saying? That can cause men to be sexually frustrated with us.
Because we are insecure.
Yes,
and
because we insecure. You know, and what made me just think about that when I said about just having a baby. And not even if you have a baby, but sometimes after having a baby, you know, we feel fat. You know, your stomach,
sags.
Right, your stomach done stretched out.
Gravity pulls.
Your boobs are sagging.
Stretch marks.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes our insecurities can also be the cause of sexual frustration.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And you know, honestly, for me, it was one of those things where I never would do it with the lights on.
Mm.
But I don't have stretch marks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have stretch marks. It was just something that I felt that like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just something with me. But now that I'm old as hell, it was just one of them things where I was like, listen,
see,
your balls is wrinkly.
Right.
Like why am I tripping? Like, you know, you can't come for me. And everything is beautiful because guess what? Now I understand my body a little bit more. Now I understand life a little bit better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like having the stretch marks is a blessing because you brought life.
Right.
Having the saggy pooch and the fupa.
Right.
You carry life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Your titties is sagging on the ground. At least you still got titties.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
It's just a lot of things that changed with me as I got older and as I lost those that I've loved. It just made me appreciate life a little bit better. Or different, I should say.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it said take up some activities. And that's pretty much saying take up some activities, I guess, where you're not constantly thinking about, you know, sex and the frustration of it. You know what I'm saying? Because
what activity can you take up that's going to remove your memory? I mean, make you not feel frustrated. Whatever activity is probably one of them where you got to be exhausted at the end of the day.
Hiking.
I'm definitely going to be exhausted after I hike.
Working out.
Yes. No.
What, a paint class, whatever. Just activity.
Have an activity. Whatever it is, you better be exhausted. Like hiking, I'll probably be tired, but don't touch me. And store. Whatever it is, you better be tired in store because to me, that might be the only thing that's going to take my mind off of the fact that I'm not being sexually pleased.
Right.
I will hike. You frustrated, so you going to hike your...
Right.
You know you're going to do it. Wait a minute, I gotta tell you, I don't. My friend wasn't sexually frustrated, but I seen her walk a damn country mile in some stilettos one time. That's how I would be. I would hike probably in some
Right,
stilettos
be
just to
mad
make
as
sure.
heck, right.
Yeah,
It
that's
said,
funny.
don't neglect yourself, which we said earlier. Take time to yourself. Get to know yourself. Get to know your body. You know what I'm saying?
Masturbate.
Get to just know overall. It don't even have to be sex. Just know your body. Know yourself. Know who you are as a person. Get to know. Like, don't neglect yourself. To me, that's how I look at it. Like, know your.
But
So even the
but think
masturbate
about
part
it.
can
You
be
already
too.
know yourself if you're sexually frustrated. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Them words is real little. We not
Right.
gonna read them words, but I agree. Like, know yourself. Know when you're frustrated.
Right.
Know when you need to address the situation and stop damn pretending like it ain't happening. Because you're frustrated, you're angry, you're going to work, dealing with people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You being all bitter and angry.
Right.
But you just know you need a little little meat in your life or
Right.
whatever you like. But
spice up your sex life, which we said whatever it is to spice up your sex life.
yeah,
Do you whatever works for you and your partner? That's
get it
kudos to
poppin'.
you.
Yeah.
You won't be able to fix everything, right? You won't, and that goes with the communicating, because you can communicate with your partner, but what about if they just not getting it? You have to realize you can't fix everything, but what about if they're not getting it?
And what do you do?
What about if they're just
That might be a show topic, y'all. What if you've expressed the sexual frustration to your partner and they're not getting it? No, you're not getting it. You just don't care to fix the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we can say leave. It's an easy option. We all do it. But what about that little element called love?
Mm-hmm. And so when we was talking about earlier, because here go another thing that said initiate. It also said how to tell your significant other when you're sexually frustrated. It was just saying, ask your partner what's going on. Try to masturbate together. I'm just do these quickly because we got some time. We got about maybe 8 more minutes. No, about
so
5
we laying
more
next
minutes.
to each other masturbating.
She said, try to masturbate together. Initiate. Know what actually turns your partner on. What else? Go through these real quick, y'all. Send a text, and that's pretty much when you send text to your partner just throughout the day. I can't wait till you get home tonight. You know what I'm saying? I got something special for you. You know what I'm saying? Just them type of things, which is cool. Or just remind each other too about the sex being good. You know what I'm saying? Like, after you done had that passionate real night, that next morning.
Last night was mad real.
Like, yes. Oh, you either send them texts or that email to your partner and be like, yo, I'm sitting at my desk. Last night was good. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Let your partner know.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's
let your partner know. Not just during sex.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just say it during sex. Oh, it's good. Oh, this. No, talk about it even sometimes after. Mm-hmm. Baby, what you did last night.
You keep that in that bag.
Like, you did something new. Like, keep doing that.
I don't know where you remembered it from. I don't even care.
Right.
But you definitely need to do that again. Yeah. I agree.
Be really, really honest.
Be really honest.
That's the communication.
Ali.
That's the communication part.
You're great at being honest, obviously.
Recognize your partner just might not have a high sex drive as you do, which Elaine said. Causes her sexual frustration because she haven't met nobody that has that.
Girl.
And they say have a game plan in the worst case scenario. So if your partner's not getting it,
game plan.
What is the game?
What's your backup plan?
Thing? What's your plan? Do you leave? Do you continue to stick it out and just hope and pray that it may get better? Do you go seek it elsewhere? You know what I'm saying? Not to say that's right, but what's your plan? You know what I'm saying? What's your plan? So we want to thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thank you guys
today
all for
on the
joining
Solution
us.
Sunday. Hopefully,
I had fun with this topic. Oh my God, y'all are crazy. I had so much fun with this topic.
Hopefully, you are enjoying your sex life. Hopefully. And because I would tell you, I'm enjoying mine to the fullest. I really am. See this one to see these little devil ears.
It ain't no angel.
These gonna be war in the bed tonight.
Yes,
Spice it up.
Yes,
Spice it up.
She gonna keep them ears on all
But
night.
hopefully you are having a marvelous sex life. And if you're not,
Yes.
maybe you had it before and lost
And
it.
even if you're
You
not
know
having
what
a
I'm
great
saying?
one right now, you will have one later, honey. Greater later.
Right.
So don't give up.
And if you don't have a partner, have a marvelous sex life with yourself.
Honey, get
With
your
yourself.
life.
With yourself.
Get your life together. It's always, listen, whatever it takes to make yourself happy, make sure you do that. You see that space at the bottom? That can be your logo. Boop, right there. That can be your logo. That can be your whatever you need to go down there. Make sure you hit us up for sponsorship packages. Yes. And then look, hold on. This right here too, I'm not going to even point. You see it over. Wait.
Yeah,
okay, I did
your
point.
logo.
You see it over there. That can be your
flyers.
flyer. That can be a commercial. That can be your video.
Mm-hmm.
We also play commercials and videos and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any amazing music that you want to send to us, make sure you do it. It's radio ready. It's R&B and it's grown and sexy to TL2 with Jazz and T at yahoo.com. Also, make sure you send your lady letters there. If we say lady letters, but we don't expect them only from ladies. We just say that because we like L's. And
or even just message, like ways
also
to get contact with us. Messages.
You know how to get
Put
in
it up on our
contact with
page
us.
if you have topics that you
DM
want to
us,
discuss.
whatever you need to do.
Right.
Jasmine, Tamara, y'all already know. And even if you don't, you can always, like I said, hit us up on our JT Ladies Lounge Facebook page or Jetsonzradio DC Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
We got Twitter. That's TL2 with Jazz and T. Our YouTube,
so it's definitely a lot of ways to contact
it's always
us.
ways to contact us. If y'all want to watch our shows that we've done in the past, make sure y'all hit our YouTube page up, JT Ladies Lounge. So it's a million and one ways to hit us up. But we want to thank you all for joining us tonight.
Yes.
Gonna read a couple names.
Thank you.
You don't mind. Okay, B, thanks for tuning in, boo. You're gonna have to rewind this video. Y'all can always keep the conversation going here too. You know what I'm saying? We love that. We appreciate y'all for commenting, and sharing our video. Tracy, Elaine, Ali, love it, girl. Randy, thanks for joining us. We have so much love and so many people that have joined us tonight. We thank you all and we appreciate you all. Don't forget about Mommies and Mimosas on Saturday.
Countdown time.
Yes, honey. Let me tell you something. We are about to be flooding our page this week, okay? You're going to see us hitting you up with them flyers. We got people that's coming. We got people that taking pictures with our signs, with our tickets and all that good stuff. So make sure if you can't make it to the event or if you're a guy, you can pass this on to women that are in your life, whether it's your mom, your boo thing, somebody you need,
daughters,
somebody you
nieces,
think,
cousins,
whatever.
Co-workers.
Make sure you pass this on. Make sure you pass this message on. We're going to have, first of all, we're going to have mimosas. That's what we're going to have.
And food,
y'all. And shopping.
Yes.
So we're going to have that. We're also going to have women that's going to share their stories, give you some encouragement.
Testimonies.
But we're also going to empower you by offering opportunities for you to be able to change your situation. That's what's going to be different about this, because a lot of events, they offer you encouragement and to feel good, ass smack. But when it's done, there's no real opportunity there. And you just heard a bunch of great stories from people that have overcome. We not going to do that. We're going to let y'all know it's ways to make things happen if you about that life. If you're ready to change, you have the opportunity in front of you. If not, then keep going to the feel-good sessions. Whatever, we're not mad.
Right.
But we just want to make sure you enjoy our event. We want to make sure you come out. That's on November 4th in Temple Hills. And it's from 1 to 4 p.m.
Yes.
And what we doing also in
November 11th.
November 11th. Yes. That's going to be awesome.
Yep, Black Love Industry Professionals. What does love mean to you? What did your mother teach you about love?
Yes, what have you saw?
You know, we say I love you, but what does that mean?
Yes.
You know, what does it mean? So come on out to that event. We also will be posting that where you could purchase tickets.
Yep.
So again, thank you for joining us today on a Solution Sunday.
Yes.
We enjoyed you guys. Time to go. We will
Love
see you
y'all.
Wednesday.
Yes, we will.
And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Got my little devil right here. Y'all enjoy the night. Bye.